One, two, 1, 2. Iko sawa?
All is set. Yeah, all is set.
Oya, toka tu kidogo hivi
Yeah, kuna palori pesa nalipa. Na wanataka kwanza nini? Ya Maria. Nyinyi ni wenye ngano ama ni nyinyi mnatafuta kiwanja? Sasa shida unaona kiwanja bila imekatwa. Hawa ni kama walikuwa wameenda inaitwa ajili ya hapo. Wale watu wanakuwa watapata waenda kunywa maji. Ndio ikiwaka sana tunaambiwa tokeni nje kusoka. Kuna moja anaitwa hata ni bora hapo hii kisikia ni hawako kwa kiwanja leo. Unataka kwa nini kwa sisi haina haraka ile na wala hata ameanza kufanya ndio alikuwa hapo ametoka mwingine ameingia. Tutakuwa na president. Naenda kutafuta kitu kingine. Yes, ni ugonjwa wetu kwa gasi. But tunakuja. Your ears and eyes on the ground. Cafe. Hello? 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 Cafe. Enda uongee nao, acha niongee wakingojea. Enda uongee nao. Sababu sitangu najua watu wengine. Kuna wewe mzee. Muka hapa juu. Mngojea kidogo, huyo kijana anakuja. Hapo hapo chini, kwa kiwanja chini. Anapanda hapo ndani. Alafu mwana kijana hapo hapo. Nimetuma huyo jamaa anasimamia hapo. Wacha waongee na yeye. Unajua tunaona vile wanapiga hapo wenyewe. Mzuri ku maintain tradition. Wacha wangojeni tu.
From the advertising
company.
Hivi tani kitu. Sticker.
Yes, the technology to
Because that
Najua kanagonga watu. Unajua sasa wale leader akichukua pesa tutajipanga. Tunaanza kusonga songa. Ndio anajitabu watu wakaaje. Na hiyo ambaye ni
Atalita kwani?
Senata ndungame wao na wale wa mwisho. Sawa. Tukwenda kuimba wa Mungu.
Kuna mwingine hapa. Akuje tu sawa. Akuje tu. Sio ngosanga juu. Ni wako. Beba. Ni kitu kitu.
Okay.
Namia
Just with the will.
With the will, that's the issue.
Are we ready? When we are ready, please let us know. Good afternoon, members. Are we ready? Good. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Wiper House. I want first to take this opportunity to wish you all a Happy New Year with your families and welcome you to the Wiper House. With the Wiper Democratic Movements, today we have been meeting for our first meeting, and here is our statement. Wiper Democratic Movement's position on fidelity to the Constitution. The Wiper Democratic Movement convened its first National Executive Committee meeting of 2024 where crucial issues were deliberated and decisions were made in line with the party's commitments to the democratic process and adherence to its constitution. The NEC has taken note of the fundamental failures of the Kenya Kwanza regime, particularly in relation to its failed foreign policy and blatant violation of basic constitution principles. For a country that has taken leadership in the region and among the community states, it is disheartening that today that position is threatened by diplomatic goofs by the current regime, pitting Kenyans against her closest neighbors. We continue to see relentless diplomatic rows from DRC to Sudan, to Rwanda, to Uganda and Tanzania. We cannot sit and watch them break relationships that took time and effort to build, especially the East African community. The executive attacks on the judiciary has a collateral purpose, that is to wear down all constitutional institutions, particularly the judiciary, and leave it exposed to manipulation, to intimidate judges into puppets whose strings the KK regime is determined to hold and operate without accountability. At a time when the lines between the executive and legislature is blurred, it is critical that the independence of the judiciary and its institution is defended. Kenyans shed their blood for this constitution, and fidelity to the rule of law is utmost importance. We will not allow our country to fall back to the days of anarchy and dictatorship. Every person has a duty to respect, uphold, and defend the Constitution of Kenya. We shall defend the Constitution whatever it takes. The current economic leadership and turmoil are not lost to the party. KK policies fail to alleviate the living standards of the people. The party reminds the nation that this is the time for leaders to care for its people, and with a track record of defending the Constitution. We urge Kenyans not to lose hope, and we remind them that Wiper Democratic Movement has a leader who is fit for leadership of the country. We will present his candidature to the party organs in due course. Kalonzo Musyoka's servant leadership resonates with all Kenyans, offering them a compelling vision and a renewed hope for the failure of our great nation. The party remains committed to fostering inclusivity, unity, and progress, and we believe that Kalonzo Musyoka embodies these values. We urge Parliament to fast-track the implementation of the recommendations of the National Dialogue Committee, NADCO, that our party leader co-chaired. It is overdue. Kenyans, we need that implementation, like yesterday. Finally, the Wiper Democratic Movement will intensify its ongoing nationwide party membership recruitment drive. The party encourages its members, supporters, and all Kenyans to join in this journey towards building a better and more prosperous future for our nation, under the leadership of His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka. A strong Wiper makes us a strong coalition party, hence a strong Kenya. Thank you very much. Any questions? Yes, please.
My name is Lale from Citizen TV. We had the Judicial Service Commission yesterday, led by its president, the Chief Justice Martha Koome, calling upon Kenyans to defend the Constitution, and at the same time slamming the executive over what it terms as a defiant regime that does not obey court orders and is keen on taking Kenya back to the dark days. What is your position as Wiper Party as far as that statement from the Chief Justice is concerned?
We are with the Chief Justice. That's why we saw our party leader. He was in the forefront with all the lawyers, the LSK. He was the one and the others leading that demonstrations, because we realized that we cannot keep quiet and let our country be taken back to the dark days. And that is why we're giving this press. We are very clear. We are together with the judiciary and the mother court. Yes, please.
Lastly, my name is Mila. My question is, we've been experiencing brutality by the regime of the Kenya Kwanza government. Recently, we had an attack of Governor Simbarati, especially in Kisii County, with the counterpart Osoro. So far, no one has been arrested. Osoro has not been arrested. There are people who are lying in the hospital right now with live bullets. So, as Wiper leadership, what is your comment on that?
We condemn that. 100%. We condemn that, and we are not we are not encouraging such kind of acts. And Kenya Kwanza has no right to interfere with nobody, whether it's Simbarati or any other governor, unless there's an issue which the law is there to be followed.
My name is Vincent Afandi for Radio City.
Yes.
My question goes to the party leader.
Right.
The president has said that he needs time to have a talk with the judiciary. Should that be granted, what should the president talk about to the judiciary?
Maybe I can attempt. Please say that again. The president wants
Now to have a talk with the judiciary on a number of issues.
absolutely. There's nothing to negotiate. Absolutely. And I would be very disappointed if Chief Justice Kome was to fall for that obvious trick and fall into a trap. These institutions are clearly set out under the Constitution. Their responsibilities and mandate are clearly elaborated. Obviously, and I'm waiting to see whether Chief Justice will receive Gachagua when it's Thursday. He said he's going to lead a protest. I want to see that, because that will be the culmination of absurdity with regard to the relationship between the executive and the judiciary. So we are witnessing very absurd situations. And we must actually say enough is enough. Please leave the judiciary alone. Some others thought that when I wore my robes and took part in the protests called upon, which were called by our society's president, Bwana Theuri, they thought I organized that. Oh my goodness, these people have a larger life than I claim to. If I can marshal the whole of the law society to go and protest, then they better be very afraid. Another question.
My name is Tony Kadenya from Wero TV.
Kadenya.
Last year, by the end of the year, we saw a large number of members of parliament from the Ukambani region holding a meeting with those ones from Meru, and they indicated that they are forming a unity organization so that they can foster the interest of the people. I don't know whether it's something that's even...
These are caucuses, but I think that we can have, who is it, Mheshimiwa Patrick? Were you in that meeting? Or Mule? Which of you was there? I wasn't there. Like you, Kadenya, I saw. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that question. I want to put you into alert. Going forward, you are going to see more. We are going to bring all the regions of this country together, because we believe that we are the uniting factor and we are the de facto president 2027.
Thank you.
Wow. Yes, sir.
It's also, very interesting times.
But by the way, Meru is very close too. To go to Mwingi town from Sekuru, right, is farther than Sekuru Meru town. What does that tell you? And I went to school in Meru. My father's second home is in Meru. I speak broken Kimeru. Sometimes it can be perfected. What does that tell you? So these are my neighbors. These are my brothers and sisters. So if we can get together, no wonder there's a big movement of leaders from Meru actually joining this party.
So they have your blessings.
Oh, of course. This party is going to grow in leaps and bounds. And please watch that space. There's that amazing undercurrent. And people, like today I've just received Bwana Kingori, who was number 2 in Laikipia, right? Joining the party. For me to take him seriously, he brought his own wife. And he told me, this is my real wife. So I told him, listen, Mama, unasikia? I said, you are the real wife. How about the others? So people are coming around, and it is beautiful.
When do you expect the membership recruitment?
It's ongoing.
Oh, it's ongoing, but we're going to hold as our sister parties are doing. This morning I spoke to my brother Raila. He was in Vihiga. And by the way, please media help us. There's no such thing as Azimio la Umoja coalition falling apart. It's all in people's imagination because we are committed. We are committed. Differences of opinion here and there do not translate or cannot be taken as problems within the coalition. We are very determined, more than ever before, to forge a unified position as Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. And this morning I had a meeting with Senator Gideon Moi of Kano, okay? He is also solidly with us because when we are organizing those demonstrations, Gideon was always represented by the Secretary General.
You mentioned that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has planned to hold...
I saw that. I'm sure you saw that. And he named a judge. Completely unethical. That's what I'm saying. I call that conduct absurd to the extreme. It doesn't happen anywhere. Yeah.
You mentioned that it would be absurd for him to organize a demonstration. Then I take you back...
No, not demonstration. He said he was going to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take you a bit before...
Maybe a protest, I think.
I take you back a bit.
No, he said a petition, to be fair to him.
I take you back a bit.
Yeah.
When the leader of Azimio, Raila Odinga, after the decision by the Supreme Court, he said, shame on the judiciary. And he said that he would organize a 1 million march to remove them from office.
Question, did he? Did he?
From...
Basically, what Raila was saying was he did not agree. And we still reiterate. Words like hot air and things like that, we openly said we don't agree. Some of us are senior counsel, my friend. But when it comes to obeying the outcome and the decision of the Supreme Court, we were all bound. That's why at the level of the national dialogue, for example, the best we could come up with is agreement to at least do the audit of the process that led to this outcome.
So this speaks to obedience and pronouncements from you and criticism to the judiciary.
Would you compare what Raila has done to the statements by William Ruto? For sure. Raila never said, I would disobey. He never said that. So please be fair, because he knew the limits of statements like that, because he was the alternative head of state, okay? He was the head of state as far as we are concerned. Therefore, he has to demonstrate leadership and fidelity to the Constitution.
Perhaps the last one.
Yes, sir.
My name is Mike from TV47. You mentioned that Azimio la Umoja is intact as of now.
As at now, you want us to... TV47, please have faith. Yeah.
The party said that it's soon unveiling candidacy. When is it going to unveil candidacy? Don't you think if it is so, it's so soon to start out again campaigns, which Azimio la Umoja party leader has been not been advocating?
What has he not been advocating for? You know, we are coalition parties and bound as such as coalition partners and respect each other. But nothing bars from ODM from saying we want to move in this direction. As you heard me say, they're already recruiting, they're already strengthening ODM. And so as far as WIPA is concerned, they are very clear on the way they want to go. Of course, National Executive Council do not have the mandate to endorse a presidential candidate at this stage. But nothing prevents that presidential candidate from covering the length and the breadth of this country, introducing himself, consulting. Those are the words. Please note that K27. 47.
How is Azimio intact, like you say, when we know that the National Council for Azimio has not met for quite some time?
We may not be meeting every day. By the way, we wanted to allow Kenyans to enjoy their holidays, right?
It is a meeting.
Whatever was left of them to enjoy under this very difficult economic situation, all right? We are in constant consultation. You heard me tell you I'm talking to Raila. We are talking this morning, we had a meeting with Senator Gideon Moi. I think the other day I met Eugene, yeah? And we've been talking to each other. We were with Mother Karua at the award of the Jurist of the Year award at the French Embassy. We talk. But now, obviously, I agree with you, we need to have some formal sittings. And we're going to do that. And this will constitute the necessary consultations. Yes, ma'am. Maybe the last one. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Andres Zedara, editor for KTN News. Just two quick questions. We're seeing Parliament also, probably the ruling party through their members might be targeting the judiciary in terms of even denying the funds, the sort of plan that they have. So the question is, what plan do you have as Wiper Party and also as Azimio to ensure that your members don't let that sail through the floor of the House? Then the other question is, they say they're going to do a public participation in terms of the housing fund. Will your members be part of that?
Who is going to do the public participation? I thought they were threatening not to do. Kenya Kwanza said they will not do public participation, right?
They will do.
They are doing it.
Against the court order.
Yes.
Therefore, we urge our members in the coalition, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition, not to be party to that blatant abuse. Blatant abuse. I think it is, you know, that chorus singing, where people they feel they must please William Ruto. So they want to be more William Ruto than William Ruto himself. And that you call that sycophancy. Please be guided. All of the members of parliament are sworn to uphold the Constitution of Kenya as by law established. So, if they want to compound the problem, is their business. And by the way, on this issue, Kenyans went to the streets because of the high cost of living. If you add this abuse of the constitutional order, then you are courting for a real disaster. I hope I've answered you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Tunaenda kwa ile media.
Umemaliza?
Kalonzo Defense Force.
My